Hello and welcome to the Sky Spirit channel. How are you today? I hope you're doing really well. Stick with me for the next 30 minutes or so and we're going to see what the cards have got to say for you today. We'll do a little bit of an astrology overview, a collective reading, and then we will be putting 12 cards down. I'll invite you to choose a number or take something from them all. It's fine. I was just thinking there, I've been watching, this is a bit of a rant for Good Friday. Happy Good Friday, everybody. I don't know if we're supposed to say Happy Good Friday because it's like Jesus' dead day, isn't it? So, but happy holidays, people. Hi, KLG. Hi, Deanne. How are you doing? Thank you for turning up here. It's lovely to see you. Right, so I was watching some TikTok tarot readers before. And there's so much crap out there, honestly. It's like, you know, they're like pulling one card and going, oh, right, okay, this is a man who's like opening his phone and he's reading your name and he's sending you this and he's thinking about you and this, that, and the other. And it's like blatantly, you're not getting that off that one card. And secondly, they're just saying what they want, what people want to hear. Because, I mean, I used to work on a tarot line like years ago when I was in my 20s. I worked on a telephone tarot line. And it literally was call after call after call of normally women asking, is he coming back? Or am I going to meet the man of my dreams? And you sort of encouraged, I was encouraged by the people who ran the line. It was a massive, massive company as well. You know, you're encouraged not to say anything that would make them go, all right, okay, thanks. And off they go. It's almost like keep them on the line as long as possible, because I think it was $150 a minute. And this is like, I'm talking 25 years ago, this was. So that's a hell of a lot of money. It still is now. But it's like you weren't allowed to actually say, if somebody said, oh, is he coming back? It would be like you would, even if you saw it, you wouldn't be able to go, no, he isn't, you know, or no, I don't see that. You'd be really encouraged very strongly to just say what people wanted to hear. And it's so wrong. But you see this on TikTok and I think, oh, my readings are really boring compared to some of these people on TikTok that are being so precise. But they're being precise because they're literally talking crap. Like they really are, unless they're going to tell me that they're remote viewing or they're like so incredibly clairvoyant that they can see what somebody's doing. You know, going on saying somebody's opening their phone, they're thinking of you, they're only not texting you because they love you so much. It's all crap. Anyway, rant over, Easter rant, love it. Right, so we have in the skies the second half of a post-shadow period of Mars retrograde. And what that means, it's going back into Leo, by the way. What that means from an astrology point of view is that it should be a time to put right your wrongs. So if you have during the Mars retrograde period, if you have sort of been harsh with somebody, fallen out with somebody, just been a bit unpleasant, then this period of time astrologically is inviting you to make reparations, say sorry, apologize, put things right. Yeah, KLG, there is a lot of tarot readers on TikTok at the moment. And I don't know if it's because I've been looking at them and you sort of the algorithm starts sending you more and more, doesn't it? But some of them are just, honestly, they're an abomination. It's not even funny, you know, it's just horrendous. And it gives everything a bad name because people start laughing at it and saying it's all crap and everything. And it's like, it really annoys me. Anyway, collective reading time. Okay. So we have the Lovers, the Four of Pentacles, and the Four of Cups. So interesting cards. The Lovers can be about relationships, but it can also be about choices. Now, because these two, you've got to read in context. See, you can't just pick one card up and go, oh my God, you're going to meet the man of your dreams today. It's not how it works. So reading in context with these two cards, we've got two fours here. and they're about stability. Fours are about stability. Imagine a table, 4 legs, very stable. So 4 of Pentacles very much is about maintaining stability, and it feels like associating that with the Lover's card. It's talking about seeking stability in a relationship, and it feels like, if you look at this card, the 4 of Cups, it's like it's a balance that hasn't been achieved, that because this person's looking at these 3 cups on the ground, so those are the full cups, and they're like, yeah, but this isn't good enough. Because they're missing this one that's been handed to them from behind. So these cards read together would mean that there's like there's a state of stability being sought in a relationship, and it's becoming unstable because one of the partners or one of the people involved in this relationship is bored, and they're not counting their blessings. So it's like somebody is being underappreciated and taken for granted. So it's time to redress that balance and look for that stability, seek that balance in the relationship, because it's so easy when you're taken advantage of for it to drip, 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 and you let it go and you let it go and you let it go. And before you know it, you're in a relationship where somebody just takes you for granted, and it doesn't matter what you do, that they don't seem to appreciate it, or they only pick up on the negatives. So the message of the card is to address that situation before it gets away from you, and do something about it. Deanne, do I use oracle cards? Yes, I do. Primarily because I paint them for people. So I often, because I've got a connection with them, because I've painted them, I'll use them. But I prefer tarot. And the reason for that is tarot has got a dark side, and life has got a dark side, because some oracle cards, if you read all the sort of given explanations of them, they're like a bit love and light. It's like, wow, does nothing ever go wrong? Is it all a pat on the back, and all are like, wow, you're, on the right path to light? And I just feel that there needs to be some sort of shadow with them, and I haven't come across. I've got a few decks of oracle cards, and I've painted a lot, and it's like they haven't got much shadow to them. But I'm actually working on a deck of my own oracle cards at the moment, and I'm going to put some shadow in there. So, and shadow doesn't have to be shadow, because we've all got to have that balance. We've all got to have shadow times in our lives and darkness in order to appreciate the light and the happiness. So it's part of life. So to deny that is to deny a big part of life. That's my opinion. Yeah, it could be a niche, couldn't it, Deanne? Like, the oracle cards of doom. That'd be awesome. Right. Okay. Let's put these cards down. So 12 card reading. Okay. I invite you to choose a number between 1 and 12, or you can choose all the numbers, or you can choose a few, or just listen for the cards that resonate with you. Now I've realized, because I'm doing this every morning, I've realized that often the cards come out in a sequence, and it feels like they're connected. So this is why I've started saying, rather than, pick a card, pick a number between 1 and 12, more like, okay, you can still do that. But if you wanted to listen to them all, then listen to them all, because it feels to me like there's a thread being woven through them, if that makes sense to you. Right. Let us begin. We're going to start with number 12. Number 12 is the Queen of Cups reversed. So the Queen of Cups reversed is feeling a bit out of touch with her emotions. She's feeling a bit frazzled, a bit sort of jaded with life, a bit feeling, funnily enough, feeling unappreciated is the Queen of Cups, feeling taken for granted. It can also be somebody who's unfaithful. So you've got two sort of explanations around the Queen of Cups. It can be this feeling of you've poured too much out of your heart. You don't feel like you've got it to give anymore. It's jaded. It's unappreciated. It's like withdrawing, taking your emotional input from somebody and withdrawing it back into yourself. Or it can be an unfaithful lady or feminine energy. So if this is you, are you feeling like Are you feeling like somebody's trampling on your heart, or that you just feel a bit empty? Or is this you and you are being unfaithful? So if that's you, then if you relate to that, great. That this can also be, remember, this is a single card, so it's not possible, and I'd be lying if I went, this is you or this is somebody else, and I'm not going to do that. So I try to be as honest as possible. And this could be you, but it could just as easily be somebody who comes into your sphere of influence today. So it could be a female energy around you who's feeling that jaded. I'm trying to get the right words for it here, and I can feel the emotion, and I'm trying to express it. It's like that sick of life, just a bit like, oh, I can't be bothered anymore. So it's that sort of feeling. So is it you? Is it somebody else? Or is somebody around you being unfaithful? Because there's a little bit of that dishonesty thing going on as well with that card. So if you're that card number 12, or if that resonates with you, then take the message from the Queen of Cups, which is not to act hastily, because it feels like whether this is you or somebody else, it's like somebody who isn't connected with their emotions at the moment. So don't make decisions that could be made better with your heart. And if you feel like a bit under the weather emotionally today, then just stick with it, because the Queen of Cups, when she reverts and is in her full power, is a beautiful, beautiful woman or female energy with that sort of loving heart. She's open, she's generous. People come to her to ask for help, and she can be over generous in some respects, which is probably why she ends up a bit like feeling like she's turned on her head. But wait for that energy to return and your emotions to settle. Number 11. Number 11. Oh, what a lovely card. You have the Four of Wands. The Four of Wands is a great card to get at the beginning of a holiday season, because it's about spending time with family and being happy. It's also a card that can indicate marriage and relationships, and it sometimes comes out when a relationship is moving to a more committed phase. So not necessarily marriage or engagement, but when two people decide that they are, going to be together and they're going to be exclusive, for example, or when they move from a period of a relationship that has been sticky and that there's been a lot of tension in, when they move to a new part of a relationship where it's happier. This card is also about domestic bliss, because we're not all in a relationship. And some of us, me included, love being single. So my relationship, my domestic bliss with this card would be spending time in my home, spending time with my pets, maybe doing the garden, just feeling that homely energy, that feeling of being complete, because you don't need somebody else to complete you. Of course, you can feel complete by yourself, but it's that feeling of, you see, in this card, you've got the couple and they're sort of harvesting their grapes and they're sitting in front of their lovely house, and you've got the Four Wands, which is stability. So it's all about that feeling of balance and feeling happy in your own skin. So if you've got that card number 11, enjoy this day and the days to come, and enjoy feeling that warm glow of domestic bliss. Number 10, you've got the Nine of Pentacles. The Nine of Pentacles is a independent lady, and she enjoys luxury and independence. And isn't that strange? After the Four of Wands, which I've talked about, can be that feeling happy single, the Nine of Pentacles, she would be really happy single. So if you chose number 10, you've got, it's this woman who is, or female energy, who is confident, who is financially independent, who is able to make her own decisions, who lives a life of luxury. So if you've chosen number 10 today, even if you're not surrounded by opulence and luxury, it's that sort of feeling of today you would appreciate just sort of giving yourself that feeling. So if you can, it's the kind of day where you want to treat yourself, where you want to be the independent person that you are. Put yourself first and do something that you actually enjoy. And rather than sort of spending a day working hard, which I know some of us have to do, but rather than that, try to give yourself some time off and self-appreciation. Remind yourself how sovereign you are and how important you are to other people, but also how important you are to yourself. And this woman on this card, she has it all. She has a fabulous garden, she has a fabulous home, she even has a bird on her hand, and that's to show that she has what she wants. So this is also a card of luck, and it's like if you're trying to achieve something, this card hands it to you on a plate, just like that bird on her hand. It's like all you have to do is open your hand today and be ready to receive, and that will come to you. So it's a really nice card. You should be having a fabulous day. I hope that resonates with you. Let me know if it does. Number 9. Oh, number 9, you've got the King of Swords reversed. So the King of Swords reversed can be a really sharp-tempered man, and he can be distrustful, suspicious. It can be somebody who's quite powerful, has quite a hold over you, but can be quite jealous. Now, again, this can be you or it can be somebody else. Whichever it is, it's somebody who is quick to temper, because swords, somebody who is coming out as swords is often really, really clever, quite intellectual. Their minds work quickly. It's like they're always thinking on their feet. But with this card being reversed, it's like they've taken that intellectual ability and they've turned it against itself. So it becomes quite negative. It becomes, like overthinkers, where you'll sort of, something good will happen, but you'll have to overthink and overthink and overthink and overthink it until you've almost turned it into something negative. So you're almost thinking about something as like that could happen or that could happen or that could happen, because you're overthinking it. That would be the King of Swords reversed. That overthinking, that over intellectualizing. Is that even a word? There's another new one. Really sort of letting your mind turn negative about something. So if this is you, try to be, and that's an awful thing to say, isn't it? I hate it when somebody goes, oh, stay positive or be positive, because it's like, how do you be positive if you're not feeling positive? Well, my personal advice to stay positive would be to get out of your head. Like, do something that takes you out of your own mind. And some people like walking or exercising or cycling. For me, it's painting, because when I'm painting, I'm not thinking. I'm just like channeled into what I'm doing, and it's almost like having a general anesthetic. Sometimes I don't feel like, I'm like, oh, after an hour or so, and like I haven't even been there consciously. I've just been working with whatever energy, and it's just been pouring out of me. So get out of your head today if this is you, number 9, and hopefully that will return you to the upright energy of the King of Swords. So he's still very sharp, but he's putting his intellect into something good rather than taking things apart and making things negative, if you see what I mean. I haven't done number 7 yet, Helena, no. Number 8, you've got the 4 of Swords reversed. This is a card that says your period of contemplation, your period of rest is over. Okay, it has time now to put on your big girl pants and tackle something. It's time to rise up and confront somebody if you need to, but also to tackle things that you've been putting off, to take back your power, to rise up, to be victorious, because the energy of this card, okay, is somebody who has rested and who has regrouped their energies, and then somebody who goes forward. So when it's upside down, it's a weird card, because this way is telling you to rest and this way is telling you to get out of bed. And you can see this guy is literally being tipped out of bed, hopefully not falling on his swords here, but this is the energy. It's get on with things. It's the kick up the butt card. It's like, okay, right, you've spent a lot of time procrastinating, putting things off, thinking, contemplating. And it's like, when you overthink things, again, we're talking overthinking here. It's Sometimes you're paralyzed by too many choices or thinking about too many options. This card says, make a plan and stick to it, okay? Get up out of bed, metaphorically, get on with it and do it, because it's aspected to work out for you today. This is a card that comes out when it's like, right, let's go, let's do it, and let's then reap the harvest from that hard work. So if you've got this card today, number 8, then it's time to take action in a particular situation. So good luck with that. Let me know if that resonates with you. Now, number 7, Helena, number 7, Queen of Pentacles. So the Queen of Pentacles, this is a fantastic card. She is somebody who is feeling rather generous, feeling like she's providing for her family. And it's also somebody who is being a massive support to the family. Pentacles is about stability a lot of times, and it's earth signs. It's Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. It's people who've got their feet on the ground and are able to apply their sense of logic to solve problems. So the Queen of Pentacles is the queen of sorting things out. It's the queen, she's the queen of getting things done. She is the queen of not getting carried away with sort of flights of fantasy, and not getting carried away with emotions. She's level-headed. So if you've chosen this card today, this is either a tap on the shoulder to say, okay, this is you, well done, okay, and it's a time where you can utilize the Queen energy in order to sort things out, in order to put things in order. Or if you're listening to me and thinking, that's a load of rubbish because I don't feel anything like that, then this card is like, okay, put your crown back on and assume the Queen of Pentacles energy, and use that energy in order to balance your life, in order to put things right. And that ties in with the astrology today as well, which is all about righting wrongs. It's all about reparations. It's like when when you haven't spoken to somebody for ages, and the more time goes on, the more you like feel really awkward about contacting them. And like, it's that sort of energy, because when you contact them and you're like, yay, I feel like I'm the best person in the world now. I'm such a good friend because I've made contact. I'm never going to let that slide again. That's the energy that you'll get if you sort things out today. It's that Queen of Pentacles, I'm in charge, put the crown on, deal with stuff. It's also, if this is somebody else around you, this could also be, again, remember, it's a one card reading, so it's not always possible to isolate whether it's you or somebody else. So this could just as easily be somebody who is around you, who is this person. So if you're feeling like your energy is scattered, then rely on this woman or feminine energy, rely on this divine feminine queen in order to help you to regain control of your life. So either or there. Number one, you have got the 5 of Swords reversed. So this card can indicate, it's like, it's a card that says, was the battle worth it? It's like, okay, you've won, but was it worth it? Okay, you've put the effort in, you've gone through confrontation, or you've fought through something. Now, was it worth it, or have you lost also? Have you, as well as winning, have you there's things that you have put aside? It's like you've put so much energy into achieving something, or so much energy into I'm just reading what Uber said there. Reversed or stabbing yourself. I don't think so. I hope not. So it's, you've put so much energy into this situation, into this fight, and it's like, was it worth it? Was it worth it? Because sometimes it's easier, rather than sort of telling somebody they're wrong, is to just let them be wrong. And you can feel sort of you could feel like smug in your own head, like, yeah, I know you're wrong, but I'm not going to say anything. And this is the kind of energy with this card, particularly when it's reversed, because it can indicate that with it being reversed, it sort of heightens the energy of this card. So it's like, if you look at the picture on this card, this guy has battered these two blokes here, and he's taken their swords from them, and they're like wandering off towards the sea, but he's looking after them. He's like, wait a minute, come back, I didn't mean it, do you want your swords back? And they're off like having a wonderful time, going overseas and enjoying their new opportunities, and this guy's still stuck in the past here. And when this reverses, it even amplifies that energy. It's one of those cards where it's one of these cards where it's not the opposite of, if you see what I mean. So it's like this, is there somebody, again, reparations. This is the theme for this morning, I think, is putting right those wrongs. Is there somebody that you've fallen out with that you might want to contact to put things right? Or is it something that you can say that's just going to make a situation easier? And it's like, there's one of the oracle cards that I designed recently for somebody, and the message was, what was it? It's not always about winning. It's not always about being right. That was what it was. So this is the energy of this card. It's not always about being right. Sometimes it's about silently compromising, even letting somebody else think that they're right, in order to maintain peace and in order to maintain like a happy balance at home and a happy balance in a relationship. So if that's you, let me know if that resonates with you. Right. Okay. We have, for number 2, we have the 10 of Swords reversed. So the 10 of Swords is, it's one of those cards that people are frightened of. When it's that way up, it can mean like something quite shocking happening. It can be sort of events that come out with blue, which cause a little bit of upset. When it's reversed like this, it tends to mean that you've either taken steps to avoid a catastrophe, you've eliminated some chaos, or you're moving away from a situation that's been really difficult to deal with. So it's like, if you have been struggling with this card, if you're drawn to number 2, it's like that struggle is coming to an end. It can also be a card that's about bravery and overcoming challenges, and the fact that you have dealt with a lot of crap. You've had so much thrown at you and you've been through the mill, and now it's time that you just put that behind you and allow yourself to move on. Because we can something bad happens to you and you can spend years, I do this, I'm awful for seething about things. You can spend years like seething about something or replaying it or getting tied up with the energy of it, letting it affect your life moving forward. And it's like, I'm just reading this, but every card has a meaning for me. Uber, that's fantastic if every card does. And do you know, that's what I say, every single card in the tarot has a meaning that's useful in some respect. And I think, that's why I say you can take meaning from all of these, or you can ask a question sort of spiritually in your head, or of your guide or your guardian angel or your higher self or whoever you call it, and then see what comes out for you with that number. So it's like you take what you want from it. So back to the card, it's like it's something that you've avoided, or it's something, if you've been through a hard time, this card is telling you that it's over. All right, put it to bed, get rid of it. If I could chuck this card away and then find it, I would, but I'll lose it because this room has got so much stuff in it. So it's like, it's over, move on. It can also be a card that comes out if you're being encouraged to seek help. So if you're struggling to let go of something that's happened in the past, if something's really getting to you, it's like, like PTSD, but perhaps not that severe. If it's just playing on your mind, reach out to somebody or do something yourself that's going to help you. So I know not all of us like to reach out for help. Like, I'm a bit like that. I don't like talking about emotions and that. And it's like, you don't have to talk to somebody else about your emotions, do you? You can do something yourself that you can do something yourself that makes you feel better. You can distance yourself. You can go out, like you can go out with a load of photographs of somebody who's really pissed you off and burn them in the garden and wave them goodbyes. You're like cutting the cords with that, cutting cords energetically with this situation, letting it go, putting it to bed. Number 3, do you know why? How are these cards? These are like, they're coming out in sequence again. Number 3, you've got the 6 of Swords for number 3. Six of Swords is about moving away from a bad situation. So if you have a look at the image on that card, the guy is rowing the boat. This is you sat on the boat. This is the boat keeper who is rowing you away to better places, far off land. This is talking about escaping from a bad situation. It's being somewhere where you don't want to be, or being in a situation that you don't want to be in. And this is telling you you've got the courage to leave, or you're in the process of leaving, or yes, Uber, or book a cruise. Why not? And some, you know, the literal meaning of these cards can be something like that. Like, for example, you can read the Ten of Swords that way up as being stabbed in the back, because he's actually been stabbed in the front, but people read it as sometimes stabbed in the back. So you've got a literal meaning of these cards as well. So yeah, book a cruise. But it's like this, people can sometimes associate this with overseas travel as well, because you're going across water. When you're looking at water on tarot cards, the sort of traditional meaning of water is emotions as well. So this is interpreted as moving away from an emotionally difficult time, getting through those troubled waters, like reaching a calmer place where the waters are calmer. So it's getting out of the storm. So if you're feeling like you're in a storm, or you have been in a storm, move away from that storm. Just like our Ten of Swords reversed, time to put that to bed, time to allow it to fade into history, time to forgive and forget, isn't it? Or forget and forgive, which way around is it? Or as much as possible, forget. Sometimes it's not easy to forgive, is it? I always think, you know, if you don't forgive, if you seethe, and I seethe, it's like forgive and forget. Thank you, Uber. If you don't forgive, it's like drinking poison and expecting the other person to die, because you're like, if you constantly ruminate about something, and you know, when you have like your arguments in your head and like, oh, I should have said this and I should fancy them saying that, then it's like it's only destroying your present. The other person isn't thinking about it. The other person is, you know, just getting on with their life. And yeah, I totally get that, Deanne. Forgive but never forget. Yeah, just like forgive as much as it's empowering for you to say, right, I forgive you, but don't have them back in your life, type of thing, isn't it? So this, see, I'm rambling on here, but this is a wonderful card, and I'm rambling for a reason, because like I really like the energy of this card. And it talks about that ability just to sail away from somebody or something. So if that's you today, if you're drawn to number 3, then you be the Six of Swords. You be the person who's sailing away to better places and leaving the troubled waters behind. Number 4. So we've got the Knight of Wands, number 4. So the Knight of Wands can indicate you're feeling a bit bored, and it feels like you want some action. It could be wanting action in that way, but more like, not like action, wanting action to occur around you. So wanting things to change, wanting things to move on, wanting the status quo to be shaken up, feeling stagnant, feeling stuck in a situation, feeling bored by people or things, your career, your partner, your children, like feeling just like I'm stuck doing the same thing every day. It's like Groundhog Day. It's like every day the same drudgery, and it doesn't feel like there's the excitement that there used to be. It feels like you are bored and feeling like you're stuck in a rut. And so the full energy of this card, our Knight of Wands, he's galloping along. He's trotting, really, or cantering. I would say he's cantering or fast trot. So you're waiting for this energy return. You're waiting for Wands. Wands is fire. Wands is Sagittarius, Aries and Leo. That's a combination of Aries and Leo's Aero. Those are fire signs. Those are full of energy. And that is what you're waiting to feel, is that energy returning. Because when you're like this, it's like you can't imagine it coming back, but it will, because this is the power of the tarot. When you're full energy, remember, it's the sort of push me, pull you sort of thing. It's like when it's that way, it is coming to be that way. And it's physics, that, isn't it? Opposing forces. So you're waiting for your fire to return. Sagittarius, yeah, Kazas, that's fire, isn't it? So it's like, try not to, I was gonna say something really stupid there, like try not to be bored today. But that's like telling somebody, oh, just be positive. It's like, how can you not be bored if you are bored? I guess like there's my dogs barking in the background again. They do this on cue most mornings. So how do we stop being bored? How do we return that energy? I think it's like making yourself make the effort, because you know when you get to that place where you feel so stuck, stagnant, and bored, that you become like, I don't want to do that. You actually stop doing stuff because that boredom becomes so intense that you're like, people will be like, well, do you want to do this? Do you want to go out? Do you want to go for a walk? Do you want to play cards? And you're just like, no, because you get into that mindset. So it's about forcing yourself to do something. And once you do it, you feel better and your brain starts to feel more active again and things start to come your way. And I'm a great believer in where the thought goes, the energy flows. And like, when you start actually doing something and when you start putting energy into something, it feels like those things manifest faster and faster and more comes to you. I don't know if you've ever experienced that. I seem to get that all the time. Like, and it's like, you know, sometimes I won't have sold a particular painting, a print of a painting for like ages. And I'll be looking on my website and I'll look at the painting. I'll think, oh, I haven't sold one of them for a while. And all of a sudden I'll get like 2 orders for the same painting. And it's like, because your energy is directed at something, it like literally sort of starts the wheels in motion and things happen. So again, I am blithering on. But yes, you, wand of knights, knight of wands is like, yeah, get yourself out, make yourself take some action today in order for you to feel that full fiery energy returning. Number five, one of my favorite cards here. You've got strength. This is about having inner strength. And this is the card that says, you have such an internal reservoir of inner strength. It's like you have that ability to sort out your problems, to help people, to continue life even when there's so much going on and you've got so many challenges with you at the moment, but you have the ability to softly walk through those challenges and obstacles and get things done. It's a card that talks about gentle strength, so it's not brute force. It's about being able to manifest things, but not by sort of forcing them. It's like your gentle ability to persuade people, to look after people, and to help them achieve their potential as well as achieve your own. Now, this card is also about having strength and when facing illnesses, or it's about having that inner strength that gets you through illnesses. So it's a card that if you've been feeling under the weather, if you've been feeling under the weather, then it feels, this is a card that usually means change is happening. It's like your inner energy, your sort of health is kick-started. It's like revving up to sort of becoming more alight. It's like you end up glowing with health when you're under the strength influence. It's like your inner balance is achieved with this card, and it means that you can achieve what you want from things, from obstacles, getting over obstacles. You can deal with challenges. You can also get your own way. It's like you are the good manipulator, good persuasive powers, and people are like happy to do your bidding because you come across as this font of internal knowledge and this calm confidence that you have. So if you've chosen this card today, then rely on your inner strength. Look inside yourself and realize how strong you are and how do you utilize that. And if you've chosen this card today and you're feeling a bit ill or feeling under the weather, then understand that this is changing and your inner fires are revving up to make you feel like more like yourself again. Your strength will return. Number 6, the final card, number 6. So what we have, number 6, is we have temperance, and we have temperance reversed, and this can be, the temperance angel pours water, and water is emotion. And when this is upside down, the emotion is flowing out. So it's a sense of chaos. It's a sense of frustration, impatience. It's a sense of not being in control of your emotions. So this card can come out when it's like, if you're about to blow your top, if you're struggling to control your emotions, if you're suffering from things that are brought on by your emotions, like if you're feeling stressed, anxious, it's like your emotional cups are upside down, and the emotional water of your energy is spreading and running away. It's about disruption. It's about disrupting your equilibrium, making you feel unbalanced. It's about that feeling out of control of yourself, that feeling of chaos around you, that feeling of not being able to stop the water running out. Feels like, you know, when you're trying to plug a leak somewhere and it's just like not working. It's like it keeps squirting out from all over the place. Like when you put a drill through a pipe and you've stuck your finger in it, but then it comes out from somewhere else. So this is the temperance card reversed. It's like that feeling of you can't plug the leaks. So what the advice of this card, in order to become the full angel of temperance, who is controlling the emotions, one cup to the other cup, like sort of being able to balance things. So in order to achieve this card invites you to withdraw. So it's a card that says, take a back seat. Don't react on an emotional level today. Try not to let people get to you. I know it's easier said than done, isn't it? When people wind you up. But the temperance angel really asks you to be non-reactive. Because it's like, you know, emotionally, we're only damaged and hurt by things that we allow ourselves to be hurt by, aren't we? It's only about how we react to things rather than, I mean, people can do whatever the hell they want to you, but if you don't react to it, then you don't feel hurt by it, do you? So it's like this card invites you to do that. It's like, stop reacting to people. Somebody's getting on your nerves, just blank them. Just like, what's it called? Is it called grey rocking? When you just like, you become the grey rock, when you just become like non-reactive. It doesn't matter what they do, you're like, yeah, okay, whatever. You don't, Uber, you don't give them the authority. You don't allow them into your mindset. Don't give them that power. Take it back from them. Withdraw today. Don't react emotionally. Don't give away your power. Keep control of your emotions and wait for the angel to right itself when you'll be feeling a lot more stable and able to tackle people without getting over emotional. I used to do this when I was like a bit younger. Like every time I argued with my stepdad, I'd get so angry, I'd cry, and like it looked like a sign of weakness, but it wasn't. It was just pure rage. So it's like, but I couldn't get my point across because I'd be like, oh, crying. And then it's that sort of feeling. It's like, allow yourself not to be that person. Like, be that person who's unemotional, deals with facts, and doesn't give anybody else that power. Righty ho. Okay, right. I am done. I don't think I've got any questions. I'm gonna go now then, and I'm gonna have the weekend off. I might do a bit of painting either later or tomorrow. I will put the webcam on in the studio if anybody wants to turn up and watch me make a mess. I'm not going to do this on Monday. I'm going to have Monday off so I can have a long weekend. But if you're watching this just before Easter, then I will try not to do that. KLG, yes. If you're watching this just before Easter, have a fabulous Easter. Whether you are a Christian or not, we as pagans will take on any celebration that's offered. Have a fab weekend, all of you, and thank you for being with me, and have a very weird time over the weekend if you feel drawn to.